Hi guys, Bryonna Nobles here, the witch next door, and this is how I found my writing organization. So I told you before that I would be talking about Georgia romance writers because it's a very important organization for me. Well, this is how I found them. When I decided to become a writer, which, if you haven't seen that story yet, I will link it here. I had no idea what I was doing. I had decided I was going to be a writer. I had started to write. I don't know if it was good, but I was writing. But I really didn't know what I was doing next. And it just so happens that my favorite author, Sherilyn Kenyon, ended up inadvertently helping me out. In 2009, I had gotten married and couldn't afford to go to DragonCon that year. If you don't know what DragonCon is, I will post a link below and you can check it out. Well, Sherilyn Kenyon goes every year, and so I was very bummed out that I was going to miss out on my favorite author, and it would be an entire another year before I could see her again. But I knew that she was from Tennessee, so I decided, maybe there would be another signing, somewhere nearby that I could check her out with. So I go to her website, and I check out her events, and she was going to be in Georgia. And I'm like, oh, awesome. It said Norcross, Georgia. That wasn't too far from where I lived at the time. I was looking at it, and it said Moonlight and Magnolias. What? I have to admit, the title of this conference that she was going to caught my attention, but it didn't tell me anything about what this conference was about. Now, I didn't have to go to the conference. It told me that on her website, but I was just really curious, and so I clicked the link and I checked it out. It took me a little bit to figure it out because back then the website hadn't been redone yet. But it slowly dawned on me that this was a writers' conference. More so, it was a romance writers' conference, which is what I wrote. I didn't even know these things existed. This was completely new to me. I had no money. I just told you we had to miss DragonCon, and I had exactly 2 days from the moment I discovered that conference to pay for it in full. What to do, what to do? I called my mother. No, I really did. I called my mom and I was like, hey, can I please borrow the money to go to this conference? And I won't lie, writers' conferences can be very pricey, but you get a lot out of them. I knew this was where I needed to be. I needed to go to this conference. I'm a writer. I write what they're writing. I felt that this is where I needed to be. Like, the signs led me here. Miraculously, my mother said yes. She loaned me $200 where I could go to this conference, plus the amount to stay at the hotel. So that all gets paid. I have 2 weeks, like 2 or 3 weeks at that point to get ready, which I was kind of freaked out about. I kept emailing the registrar like these frantic questions, like my world was going to end. What do I wear? What do I need to bring? Is there anything I should know? What is this thing called a pitch? What's a pitch? Oh my gosh, I'm not ready to talk to an editor. Do I have to talk to them? I swear I filled this woman's email. I was so freaked out. I'd never done anything like this before. So finally, the conference day came, and I was terrified. I didn't know anybody there. I didn't bring anybody with me. It was just me and my laptop and a dream to be a writer. I go in, and I am instantly greeted by the friendliest people I have ever met. I never once felt alone. I never felt like an outsider. There was never a moment where I was like, oh my gosh, where do I sit? All these mean kids are at this table. Kind of like high school. Was nothing like high school. Nothing. Which is a good thing. I probably wouldn't have gone back. But no, like, I would go into a workshop and there were other people and they talked to me, and some of them were unpublished, some of them were huge names. I'll admit, when I first went in, I would sit very stiffly and kind of pat my legs because I was convinced at some point someone was going to look at me and go, "You know writer." I remember sitting down at a table at one point with New York Times bestselling author Diana Love, who I adore. And I just kept expecting bouncers to swarm in on me and be like, "You're not a writer. What are you doing here? Why are you sitting with a real writer?" Never happened. She's the sweetest woman. Everyone there was wonderful. So I ended up saving my money and paying to join Romance Writers of America, because you have to join them first, and then paying the dues to become a Georgia romance writer, and they haven't gotten rid of me since. It's an organization that I truly feel cares about their writers. And I found out since then that not everybody can say that. There are tons of writing organizations out there, but if you, like, for a romance writer, you can just go to Romance Writers of America and they actually have a list of all their chapters by state. You can find something near you. If by chance there isn't one, there are a ton of online chapters and they offer workshops and everything else. If you don't write romance, don't worry, you are not left out of the loop. There are tons of other writing organizations out there. Just go online, put in your city, or maybe probably better, put in your state and writing organization or writers or something along those lines. Just Google it. I guarantee something is going to come up. But finding a writing organization was the best thing I could have done for my career. I found the most supportive people, and they are the people who get it. They know that writing's hard. They know that you're not just sitting around your office all day doing nothing. If you tell a writer friend that you're writing right now, they know how serious it is. There will be no, "Oh, well, then you're not doing anything. Let's go do this." I suggest surrounding yourself with writers because it's really going to help your career. They're going to keep you encouraged. Find a writing organization. Find other writers. They don't have to write like you. They just need to like you. That's it. And also through them, you're going to find your critique partners and even beta readers. And most importantly, you're going to find your early reviewers. These are the people who are going to promote the heck out of your book. I am a shameless promoter of my friends. If I see you with a Kindle or a book and I can figure out what you read, you can guarantee that I have some people you need to be checking out. So yeah, that's my story. I found them through Sherilyn Kenyon's website. It was an amazing experience, and it just gets better every year. Every year I do a little bit more. My first year, I just volunteered. My second year, I became the membership chair. This year, in 2015, will be my second year as their awards chairperson. And then next year, I'm going to be helping with the conference itself. The conference that brought me to them. So this organization is very dear to my heart. I would, everybody just go join Georgia Romance Writers. I don't care where you live, just go and join, come to the conference, come and see me. Or if you're not near us, if you can't drive the distance to us, find a writing organization. Believe me, you will thank yourself. These are the people who will encourage you. Well, that about sums it up for this week. If you found this video helpful at all, please give it a like. Comment below. Tell me about your writing organization, or if you have any questions about finding one or any writing questions in general. If I don't know it, hey, I got a fabulous organization of over 200 people to back me up, and I guarantee we will find that answer for you. And don't you writers forget that I issued you a writing challenge. If you haven't checked out the video yet, now's the time. I am talking 1,000 words in 1 hour every day for 1 month. Because the true key to writing is finishing the book.